and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate area of rectangles, parallelograms, and triangles. So let's start with calculating the area of rectangles. So area is a measure of how much space there is on a surface measured in square units, which can be calculated with the help of formulas. Now, to calculate the area of a rectangle, we can use the formula A, which stands for area, equals B multiplied by H. B, which stands for base, is the length of the bottom side of the figure. And H, which stands for height, is the height of the figure from the bottom to the top of the figure. So multiplying the base of a rectangle by the height of a rectangle gives the area of that rectangle. So for our first example, we have a rectangle with a base of 8 centimeters and a height of 5 centimeters. Now again, area is a measure of how much space there is on a surface measured in square units. In this example, we're using centimeters, so let's count the number of square centimeters it takes to fill in our rectangle. The base is 8 centimeters long, so let's place 8 squares along the base of the rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the height is 5 centimeters long, so let's count 5 squares along the height of the rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can see that multiplying 8 by 5 gives us the total number of square centimeters of the rectangle surface, which is 40 centimeters squared. Now, it's important that you put the exponent to show that you've calculated area, which is a product of the two lengths, base and height. Next, let's calculate the area of a parallelogram. To do this, we're going to use the same formula for the area of a rectangle, which is A equals B multiplied by H. Now, unlike rectangles, the internal angles of parallelograms are not exactly 90 degrees, which means we cannot use the length of the side to determine the height of the figure. Instead, we need to measure the distance from the bottom to the top of the figure to get the height of that shape. And the reason we are able to calculate area by using the same formula as used for rectangles is because if we take this triangular portion of the parallelogram and move it to the opposite side, the shape will become a rectangle. So by repositioning this part of the parallelogram, we have not changed the measurements. So base multiplied by height is the necessary formula for calculating the area of a parallelogram. So now that we understand why base multiplied by height can be used to calculate the area of parallelograms, let's go back to our original shape. So again, B, which stands for base, is the length of the bottom side of the figure, and H, which stands for height, is the height of the shape from the bottom to the top of the figure. So multiplying the base of a parallelogram by the height of the parallelogram gives the area of that parallelogram. So in this example, we have a parallelogram with a base of 9 centimeters and a height of 5 centimeters. And 9 multiplied by 5 gives us the total number of square centimeters of the parallelogram surface, which is 45 centimeters squared. And again, don't forget to put the exponent to show that you've calculated area. And for our last one, we're going to calculate the area of a triangle, which is A equals B multiplied by H. Now, there's one more part to this formula, but first, you probably noticed that this is the same formula we used for calculating the area of rectangles and parallelograms. And that's because a triangle is half of a quadrilateral, or half of a four-sided shape. For example, this is a right triangle. If we were to place another right triangle against it so that the hypotenuses are the same line segment, it would form a rectangle. So multiplying base by height will give us the area of that rectangle, but dividing by 2 would give us the area of the triangle. So the formula for area of a triangle is A equals B multiplied by H divided by 2. And again, B, which stands for base, is the length of the bottom side of the figure, and H, which stands for height, is the height of the shape from the bottom to the top of that figure. So multiplying the base of a triangle by the height of that triangle divided by 2 gives us the area of that triangle. So in this example, we have a triangle with a base of 8 centimeters and a height of 5 centimeters. And 8 multiplied by 5 gives us 40. And 40 divided by 2 gives us the total number of square centimeters of the triangle surface, which is 20 centimeters squared. And again, don't forget to put the exponent to show that you have calculated area. So this is how to calculate area of rectangles, parallelograms, and triangles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.